Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss the introduction part of the chapter 2 Introduction to Linear Polynomials from class 9 Mathematics Ganita Manjari as per the new NCERT syllabus. You see, in this video we will be discussing about the algebraic expressions, the variables, constants, the polynomials and the degree of polynomials, term, coefficient of a polynomial as well as the classification of polynomials on the basis of degree of variables such as constant polynomial, linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial, etc. Before we talk about polynomials, let us talk about the two terms variables and constants. See, variables are usually denoted by the letters x, y, z, etc. They can take various numerical values. And constants, they have a fixed numerical value throughout a particular solution. For example, minus 4, 5, 9, pi 3.14 or 22/7, etc. are called as constants. Now let us see what is meant by algebraic expressions. See, a combination of constants and variables connected by the four fundamental arithmetical operations plus, minus, multiplication and division, that is actually called as an algebraic expression. That is, a combination of constants and variables connected by the four fundamental arithmetic operations are called as algebraic expressions. For example, 3x square minus 2y square plus 9xy is an algebraic expression where x and y are variables and 3 minus 2, 9, they are actually constants here. Okay. Now, what is a polynomial? A polynomial is an algebraic expression in which the variable has only non-negative all number powers such as 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. A polynomial is an algebraic expression. What is an algebraic expression? That algebraic expression is a combination of constants and variables connected by the arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay, now an algebraic expression in which the variable has only non-negative all number powers such as 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. that is called as a polynomial. For example, 3x plus 5 is an example for a polynomial. Okay, 3x plus 5 is an example for a polynomial. Okay, because it is an algebraic expression, it is a combination of the variable x and the constants 5 and 3. Okay, and they are connected by the equation addition plus here. So this is an algebraic expression and the variable has non-negative all number power here. Which is the variable here? X is the variable here. What is its power? Power means, you know, x means x raised to 1. So power of x is, the power of the variable is 1, which is a non-negative all number power. So this is an example for a polynomial. Another one example for the polynomial is x square plus 5x plus 1. So you see here, this is an algebraic expression because x is the variable here, 5 and 1 are constants here. They are connected by the simple, the arithmetic operation addition here. Okay, so this is actually a polynomial. And in this case, you see it is a polynomial. Why? Because the power of this variable is 2 here. X means x raised to 1. So power is 1 here. So you see the powers are actually non-negative all number powers. 2 is a non-negative all number, 1 is a non-negative all number. So this is also an example for a polynomial. Okay, now if you consider another one example, 1 by x plus 2. This is not a polynomial. Why I am saying that this is not a polynomial? Because you see 1 by x means x raised to minus 1, right? 1 by x actually, it is actually equal to 1 by x raised to, x means x raised to 1. X raised to 1 means x raised to plus 1. When you take this x raised to plus 1 to the numerator, it becomes x raised to minus 1 there. Because the sign of the power changes when you take it to the numerator or from the numerator to the denominator. Okay, so this can be written as x raised to minus 1 plus 2. So here you see, in this case, the variable is x. The power of the variable is negative 1. Which is a negative number. No, it is for a polynomial. That is, in a polynomial, the powers of the variable must be non-negative all numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. So here the power is a negative number. So this is not a polynomial. Okay, similarly, if you consider another example, which is root x plus 3, square root of x plus 3. This is also not an example for a polynomial. Why? Why? Because you see, square root of x means x raised to 1 by 2. Okay, square root of x is actually x raised to 1 by 2 plus 3. So here, the power of the variable is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is not it is not a whole number. Okay, so this is also not an example for a polynomial. I hope the idea is clear to you. Now, let us talk about the term and coefficient of a polynomial. You see, the part of a polynomial separated by plus or minus sign, that is actually called as the term of a polynomial. Each term of a polynomial has a coefficient which is the constant associated with that term. For example, let us consider this polynomial, which is x square minus 3x plus 6. So in this polynomial, the expressions, you see, x square, 3x, 6. These are called as terms of the polynomial. Okay, and here the coefficient of x square. X square means 1x square. So coefficient of x square is 1. Okay, now the coefficient of x, the constant associated with the variable. So here you see minus 3, no? Minus 3x. So this is minus 3x. So the constant associated with this variable is minus 3. So coefficient of x is minus 3. Okay, similarly 6. This is a term. So 6 means actually 6 into x raised to 0. Any value raised to 0 is 1. So x raised to 0, that is equal to 1. So 6 can be written as 6 into x raised to 0. So here we can say that the coefficient of x raised to 0, that is 6. Or coefficient of x raised to 0 is the constant term, which is 6. Okay, so the part of the polynomial separated by the minus and plus sign, that is actually called as the term. So x square, then 3x, 6, all these are terms. Now coefficient of x square means it is a constant associated with this term x square, that is 1. Coefficient of x is minus 3. Coefficient of x naught is 6. Okay. Now what about the degree of a polynomial? The highest power of the variable in a polynomial. The highest power of the variable in a polynomial, that is actually called as the degree of a polynomial. For example, if you consider this polynomial 3x square minus 5x cube plus 2x plus 3. Here the power of x is 4, here the power of x is 3, here the power of x is 1. X means x raised to 1. But the highest power of the variable is 4. So this is a polynomial with the degree 4. So here the degree of the polynomial is 4. Okay, similarly, if you consider this polynomial 5x plus root 2. In this polynomial 5x plus root 2, the power of this variable is x. X means x raised to 1. So power is 1. So the highest power of the variable in a polynomial is known as degree of polynomial. So here the power is 1. So this polynomial is having a degree which is equal to 1. Okay. Now let us talk about the classification of polynomials on the basis of degree of variables. The first one is a constant polynomial. What is meant by a constant polynomial? It is a polynomial of degree 0. A polynomial of degree 0 is called as a constant polynomial. For example, 8 is an example for a constant polynomial. Because 8 means 8 into x raised to 0. Because x raised to 0 means 1. Okay, so you see here the power of the variable x is 0. Okay, that is why it is called as a constant polynomial. Similarly, minus 2. Minus 2 means minus 2 into x raised to 0. So here the power of the polynomial is 0. That is, its degree is 0. Okay, so the polynomial of degree 0, that is called as a constant polynomial. Similarly, 3 by 7. 3 by 7 can be written as 3 by 7 into x raised to 0. So here the degree of the polynomial is 0. So this is an example for a constant polynomial. So constant polynomial is a polynomial of degree 0. Then another one type of polynomial is linear polynomial. A linear polynomial, it is a polynomial of degree 1. Okay, polynomial of degree 1, that is called as a linear polynomial. For example, 3z plus 1. Sorry, 3z plus 7. So here this is a polynomial. Now what about the degree of this polynomial? Z is the variable. Its power is 1. Z means z raised to 1. So its degree means the highest power, which is actually 1 here because no other variables are present here. So this is a polynomial with the degree 1. A polynomial of degree 1 is called as a linear polynomial. Okay, similarly, if you consider 4x plus 3, this is a polynomial. Then you see only one variable is there, x. Its power is 1. So highest power is also 1. That is degree of this polynomial is 1. So polynomial of degree 1, that is actually called as a linear polynomial. So this is a linear polynomial in x. This is a linear polynomial in z. Okay, now if you consider another type of polynomial which is called as quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial is a polynomial of degree 2. Okay, quadratic polynomial is a polynomial of degree 2. For example, x square plus 5x plus 1. It is a quadratic polynomial. Because you see it is a polynomial. Here the power of x is 2. Here the power of x is 1. But the highest power is 2. That highest power is called as degree. So this polynomial is of degree 2. A polynomial of degree 2 is called as a quadratic polynomial. Okay. Now another one type of polynomial is cubic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 3, that is called as a cubic polynomial. For example, 5y plus y square plus 2y minus 1 is an example for a cubic polynomial. Why? Because you see this is a polynomial in y, variable is y. The power of this y is 3, here the power of this y is 2, here the power of this y is 1. But the highest power is 3, that highest power is called as degree. So this is a polynomial of degree 3, so this is called as a cubic polynomial. Okay. So in this video, we have discussed about the polynomials and the classification of polynomials and the different terms related to a polynomial. I hope it is clear to you. The rest of the videos related to the topics from this chapter will be available in this channel. I hope this concept is clear to you. Thank you.